Namaste, and welcome to this new session where we're going to focus on forward bends. And in yoga, when we're working with the forward bends, we tapping into that opportunity to let go. And very often when we come into a place of letting go in the yoga, we connect with that deeper essence of surrendering. And very often we cannot control how much we can go deeper into yoga practice, especially the forward bends. We can get agitated, we can get impatient. We may have the need to pull out from the posture because it's not the way that we wanted to do it. So surrendering is one way of accepting where I am in life, where my body is, how am I capable of dealing with the yoga practice, the posture, but also it can help us to embody that in our daily life. Helps us to reflect on how easy for me it is to let go of certain things I cannot change. How easy it is for me to surrender to the circumstances, maybe external circumstances, or maybe the mind, sense of anxiety or worry, or whatever might be arising. So letting go is a constant reminder on the physical, emotional, and mental level, where we acknowledge what is arising, but we give ourselves permission, I let go of that. I don't need to hold on to that. Maybe the desire to go deeper into forward bend, or maybe the habit of overthinking, analyzing and worrying. So letting go and surrendering's got sort of wider range of how you can tailor that to your own practice and use the words that suit you. Maybe not listening to what I will suggest, but you will find your own phrase that would help you to surrender, to let go. And hopefully you will find the ease and sense of surrendering in your practice, and you will find that sense of peace and clarity. So let's take a moment to tune in. Find a comfortable sitting position where pelvis is supported. Allow the shoulders to soften down. And bring the attention to the ground beneath you. Noticing the heaviness of the hips. And noticing the posture itself. Without changing, just notice. How is my back? How about my shoulders? Just notice. Then bring the awareness to the breath. And see if you can take a slightly deeper in-breath and slightly longer out-breath. And see if you can find a gentle pause on top of the in-breath and a still point at the end of the out-breath. And practicing letting go of any thoughts that might arise. Any discomfort that you can stay with. Perhaps you need to change the sitting position or get extra padding. Invite the forehead to release. This is an invitation to connect with letting go, a sense of surrendering. And what does it mean to you? And also invitation to use this to set the intention for your practice today. Taking a deeper breath in, a longer breath out. Exhaling, dropping the chin down towards the chest. Bringing the head back to the center. Right ear to the right shoulder. Back to the center. Left ear, left shoulder. Back to the center. From here, keep the chin parallel to the floor. Turn the head to the left. Come back to the center. Turn the left to the right. Back to the center. And once again. And as you center your head on the in-breath, stretch the arms above the head, palms touch. And on the out-breath, bringing the hands to the heart space. Deep breath in, long breath out. And release. So from here, bringing yourself into the hands and knees position. And I will show you both ways because it's a bit of rotation there. So you will take the arm that is close to me up, and on the out breath you will slide the arm under the armpit and take the shoulder and head down. You may need to bring the pad in to support your head. So when you're ready, in breath, right arm up, open the chest. Exhale, slide the arm under, rest the shoulder, side of your head down, pause. When you're ready to take a breath in, open up. Exhale, completely letting go to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And this time we pause as we rest the shoulder and head down. Look up if you can, if your neck will allow you. And just let go. Just let go. The next in-breath, rise up, bring your hand underneath the wrist. In-breath, opposite arm comes up. Exhale, bringing the hand under, head and shoulder down. Inhale, lift, open up. Exhale. Noticing the difference, if any. And this time, on the out breath, as you go down, find the ground to hold you, open the chest, and take 3 deep breaths. In breath, coming back to the center. Stretch the left leg away from your body. Curl your toes under, push the heel away, and the opposite arm comes up, coming into twist. Let the hips come down, open in the chest. Look up if you can. Back leg is straight. Breathe. Exhale, bringing the hand down. Bringing the left knee under. Extend the right leg. Curl your toes. Drop into the shoulders. Opposite hand come up. It's a rotation. Back of your neck nice and long. Breathe. Exhale to release. From here, take that right leg forwards and keep your shin upright. Feel free to bring the pad in under your back knee. Hands on your knees. Let the chest and chin release. Relax your shoulders. Bringing the hands to the heart space. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, soften. On the out breath, bring your hands to the inner step and relax the chest down. It doesn't matter how deep you can go, just let go. Noticing the restrictions and just being with it. Press into the hands, inhale, lift, take the hand on the outside of your foot. You can change the foot by stepping back and then bringing the opposite foot forward. You can stretch into down dog and bringing your opposite leg forward. Let the hips sink, shoulders down, breathe. If all well, bring your hands into the heart space. Take 3 breaths, just let go of any thoughts, just breathe. Exhaling, bringing the palms down, and again, do not worry how deep you can go, just relax. Some of you might be able to go down onto the elbows, but don't be fixed on where you need to be at this moment. And then pressing into the hands, lifting the chest, and this time stepping into down dog, bending into the knees and pushing into the balls of your feet and hands, so lengthening through the lower back. Keep your knees bent. Breathe into the upper body. Bringing the belly closer towards your thighs. And then from there, look towards your hands and begin to walk your feet towards the top of your mat, or towards your hands. If your hands don't reach the floor, you can have a block under, or you can place your hands on your shins. Either way, softening into the knees, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, you can press into the shins if your hands are there. Lift and fold deeper. Inhale, lift, and completely let go. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders. You may want to interlace the fingers and place the palms of your hands to the back of your head and completely release the neckline. Let the rib cage rest on your thighs. Elbows wide open, breathe. Exhale, release into the hands. Press into the feet. In breath, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands into the heart space. And let go. Wonderful. So we'll come into a warrior. Come into the top of the mat. Take the right foot back and have your feet hip width apart. And having your pelvis facing forwards. Keeping the hands on your hips, back leg straight, take your shoulders down. As you breathe in, lift through the crown of your head. As you breathe out, dropping into the shoulders, completely letting go. Completely letting go. Keeping the chest and hips facing forwards. And from here, keeping that alignment, keeping the back straight, and begin to take the chest forwards. Keeping the front knee bent and keep pressing the back heel into the ground. So imagine you stretching from the crown of your head all the way into the heel. Breathe. And slide your right hand down on the outside of your foot. Open the chest. Lift through the arm. Look up if you can. Breathe. Wonderful. Exhale. Bring your hand down. Bring the forehead towards the knee and just surrender. Exhale, hands on your hips, strong legs. In breath, come back into your warrior. Sink into the hips. Exhale, step to the top of the mat and shake it away. Change sides. Taking the left leg back, bend into the knee. Taking the shoulders back. Breathe. Opening the chest. Keep pressing into the back heel and keeping the front knee bent. Keeping a stability in your body. Straight back, leaning forwards 90 degrees. Extending through the crown of your head, pressing into the back heel. Breathe. Wonderful. Exhale, slide your hand down on the outside of your foot. Rotate the hips and lift through the arm. Opening up. Exhale, bring your hand down. Dropping the forehead towards the knee. Letting go. Hands on your hips, in breath, rise up. Step to the top of the mat and shake it away. Brilliant. Starting with your feet apart, hands on your hips, coming into chair pose. Keeping your feet and knees in alignment. You can place your hands at the heart space. Sinking deep. If you can, breathe in, lift the heels. Breathe out, lower. Lift the heels and lower. Lift the heels and lower. Fantastic. Relax your hands down, and you can either just cross the leg over and try to balance, or if you want to go deeper, sink your hips down, take the leg across and just surrender into it. You may need to hold on to the foot, you may slip down. Hands on the hips or hands at the heart space. Remember, you can be here. Focus. Breathe. And release. You may want to shake it away. Coming back into the chair pose. Shift the body weight the opposite way. Either take the foot across. You can come up higher. Hands, heart space, hips. You may need to hold on to the foot and the knee. Breathe. Exhale to release. Separate your feet as wide as you can. And turn your feet in, heels out. Hands on your hips. As you breathe in, open the chest, look up. As you breathe out, fold completely forward. So bringing your hands to the mat in front of you. And if you can't place your hands down, have a block or two in front of you. Placing the right hand at the center, in breath, lift through the left arm. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift and pause. Look up towards your hand if your neck will allow you. Stretch the back of your legs. And just surrender to any tightness, any limitations, any thoughts, any desires to go deeper. Wonderful. Exhale, bring the hand towards the outside of your leg or your foot. And bring the opposite hand towards that space and fold towards your left leg. Try to keep your leg nice and long. And just surrender. Just surrender. As you let go, come back to the center. Press the palms into the ground, bend into the knees, lift the chest. And change sides. Left hand at the center. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. As you lift this time, pause, look up. Create the space in your body, lengthening and then letting go. Letting go. Exhaling, releasing the hand on the outside of your right foot or leg. And then bringing the left hand towards that space. And surrender. Stretching your body towards the right leg. This side might be deeper for you. It might be more higher. Just practicing letting go and surrendering. And gently come to the center. And if your hands don't reach the ground or support, you may want to fold the elbows and just hold on to the elbows and let go. And just take a few breaths here. Connecting with the outside edges of your feet. Lifting through the legs. If you're quite deep in the forward bend, you can bring your hands towards the outside of your hips. Otherwise, just let go and accept where you are. Three more deep breaths. Release the back of your neck and the forehead. Then press into the hands. Turn your toes out 90 degrees towards the top of the mat. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Rotate or hop the back foot. Step back. Coming into plank if all well. So extending through the upper body. You can drop your knees or elbows down if the wrists find that challenging. Taking 3 more breaths here if all well. And then exhale, drop the knees, arms by your sides, forehead to the ground. Completely letting go. Inviting heaviness into the hips. Relax your hands. Connect with the forehead and the support beneath you. Just let go. Sense the forehead on the ground, padding or your fist. And bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Lift yourself up, sit to one side and stretch your legs in front of you. You may want to place the padding under your hip. And we're going to start by bending a right knee and bringing the sole of the foot on the inner thigh. So you have the visual, it would be like so. And if the knee is too high, you can place the padding under. As you breathe in, lift up. As you breathe out, fold forwards. And again, it doesn't matter if you're up here, just focus on letting go and surrendering. Let your shoulders release. As you breathe in, encourage the spine and the ribcage to move forwards. As you breathe out, just let go. Breathing in, moving forwards, creating space. Exhaling, letting go. Just surrender. Two more breaths. Inhale, look towards your hands. Take the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands into the heart space. Lifting the knee, taking the foot on the outside of your thigh. Hug your knee with your opposite hand. Reach up. Exhale, twist. Breathing in, sitting tall. Breathing out, rotating. Breathing in, sitting tall. Breathing out, rotating. Lengthening through the crown of your head. And that twists out another part of the opportunity to let go through the rotation. Soften your shoulders, back of your neck. Take a breath in to lift, out breath to release. Take the leg across, bending the opposite knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Accepting a difference, if any. As you breathe in, lift and lengthen the spine. As you breathe out, relax into the space. Letting go. Shoulders away from your ears. And forward bends are challenging because they pull us back, and it's not easy to surrender to tension in the muscles. Or maybe to surrender to the busy mind that constantly suggests things. But it's a great practice to let go, to be, to accept. On the next in-breath, look towards your hands. Rise up, take the arms up, join your palms, exhaling, hands to the heart space. Lifting the knee, take the foot on the outside of your thigh. Hug your knee with the opposite hand. Inhale, lift through the arm. Exhale, twist. So using the back hand to help you push into it to sit taller. Exhale, rotating. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, twist. Flex the foot. Breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Wonderful. Stretch both legs in front of you. Bend into the knees and just give yourself a hug. As you squeeze the thighs towards the chest, lift your back so your back is straight. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Wonderful. And release. So we're going to do a seated balance, which again can be limited for our hips and hamstrings. But the key is not to get frustrated. The key is not to be wanting to push the body. But the key is to surrender and accept where the body is. So start with the left heel at the center of your pelvis. And you can either hold on to the right thigh or hold on to the heel. If you have a belt, you can place the belt on the ball of your foot. Inhale, sitting taller, shoulders down. And bring the heel and the knee in alignment. Press the thigh into the upper body and rise up, sitting tall. So some of you will be comfortable here, some of you will be extending through the hamstrings. Drop into the shoulders, breathe, lifting through the back of your neck, shoulders down. Look up if you can, lift the heart space, and let your left knee and a hip completely surrender. Exhale to release. Well done. Stretch both legs. Give it a wiggle. Change sides. Taking the right heel at the center. Holding onto your left thigh or your heel. Sitting tall. And then coming into that alignment of the heel and the knee. Finding your balance and stability. Dropping the right knee down as much as it can. Or you can bring the padding under the knee if it's pulling or it's too high. And if all well, you can try to extend, dropping into the shoulders, look up. And again, catch yourself. Where's my mind? Can I let go of the thought, desire to push the heel or bring the leg closer? Can I just be where the body is? And release. Wonderful. Stretch both legs. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace the fingers, either hook your feet or bring the hands around the ankle joints. As you breathe in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, drop the knees out. Inhale, lift the chest, drop the knees out. Lift the chest and just surrender to that opening. Doesn't matter how low or high your knees are, just breathe. Lifting through the crown of your head, softening into the shoulders. Breathe. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, completely let go and release. So again, there is a massive restriction from our hips, our backs, but we will just surrender. Trying to stay with the limitations. Using the out breath to let go. Following in breath, rise up. Stretch both legs in front of you and release. Bringing your feet to the back of your mat and coming into semi-supine, where the back is straight, feet flat on the floor, arms by your side. As you press into the feet, release the whole of your lower back and your sacrum. Let the shoulder blades release, turn your palms up. And completely surrender to the ground. Connect with the breath in your belly. Gentle rising and falling. Rising and falling. Slowing down. Letting go. Any tension in the shoulders, back of your neck, your upper body, your arms, just let go. And you can continue resting here, or if you wish to go into a bridge, bring the arms by your sides, palms facing the mat, heels close to your hips, feet hip width apart, heels slightly wider than your toes, turning the feet out. Keeping the chin in, press into the feet, in breath, lift the hips, thighs and chest up, and finding a stability in the breath. Breathing deeply into the rib cage and your belly. Letting go through the arms, through the feet, back of your neck and head. Completely surrender and let go of your thoughts. And then connect with the vertebrae and imagine you releasing each vertebra at the time, starting with the upper back, thoracic spine. And then lumbar spine, sacrum last. Hug your knees towards the chest and gently rock to side.
Then from here, place your feet on the ground. Lift your hips and place your hands under your buttocks. So we're going to move into a fish pose. Stretch both legs down. And as you press into your hands and elbows, lift yourself up and tuck your elbows underneath your body. So you're sitting on your hands and your elbows are on the ground. Lift the chest and drop your head down towards the ground. Sometimes it's the case of the wiggling to be able to go backwards. You can close your eyes or you can gaze towards the tip of your nose and breathe. Opening the chest. Making sure that neck hasn't got any complaints because of this extension. And then press into the hands and elbows, in breath, lifting the head, releasing the back, hugging the knees towards the chest and gently rocking to the side. Drop your feet towards the ground. Take the right leg across the left, arms away from the body, and drop the knees to your left. If all well, turn the head the opposite way. Heaviness in the shoulders. Letting go. Letting go of your hands, your arms, your thoughts, your tension. Let that go. Following in-breath, come back to the center. Take the right leg across. Take the left leg on top of the right, thighs touching. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. If all well, head to the left. Letting go of your feet and your knees. Letting go of your hips and your upper body. Letting go of any thoughts. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Place the hands on top of your knees. In breath, forehead towards the legs. Exhale out. If all well, repeat that 2-3 times. And then you can either rock yourself up into sitting, or you can come up sideways. Wonderful. Finding a padding to sit on. So cushion, blanket, bolster, block, whatever is comfortable for your body. And today we're going to use the square breath. So the idea of the square breath is that we have the equal count as we go around the square. And some people are comfortable with a count of 4, and some people need to go down to count 3. If you notice that there's a discomfort, please adjust the number. If you're not very visual and you can't see the square in your head, you can just draw the square with your finger in the air, or you can do it on your leg, so you know the direction that you're going to. So we will start breathing in on a count of 3 or 4, hold the breath for 3 or 4, breathe out on 3 or 4, and hold the breath for 3 or 4. So there is that sense of direction, we're following that,
And it's a great practice for busy mind. It's great practice for the mind who likes to be entertained. If your mind has a tendency to be constantly doing, planning, analyzing, remembering, and it's that creative and a busy mind, which is good in a way because it's very useful, but can be very tiring and can be very overwhelming. So one way to gain the control over our thoughts is to do the count breathing, like the square breath. And you can do that any place, anytime. You need to reset, especially to take control of the busy mind. So if you're going to use your hand for creating a square, then you may not want to do the Jnana Mudra. Otherwise, curl the index fingers into the base of your thumbs and place your hands at the back of your knees. Invite the chin to draw in and shoulders relax. You can either bring the gaze down or close your eyes. And begin to sense the ground beneath you. Notice the space between your hips and your feet. Try to balance the body weight between the hips and feet. And from that grounded stability, invite the spine to lengthen and shoulders to soften. And bring the attention to the breath. Inhalation, the exhalation. Completely slowing down. Slowing down the heartbeat, breath, and the force. And in your mind's eye, visualize a square. You can give it a color. And you can place a dot in the left-hand bottom corner that will represent the movement of your breath. When you're ready, bring that awareness or dot up on the count of 3 or 4 to the left top corner. Hold the breath as you go across from left to the right. Going down 3 or 4 count to the right hand bottom corner. And hold the breath as you go across from the right to left. And continue inhaling. Pause. Exhaling. And a still point. If you get distracted, come back to the left hand corner and start again. Follow the square, follow the breath. 2 more rounds if you can. Just taking a moment to notice how you feel right now in this moment. There's no particular expectation what you should feel or experience. You shouldn't be any judgment on yourself or others. Just notice. And take that awareness slightly deeper as you breathe out. Allow yourself to surrender to the breath itself. Exhaling, letting go of any thoughts, sensations, any memory. And as you surrender your body to the ground that is holding you, into the breath that gives prana energy, give your mind and your body a moment to just be. Just witnessing the breath coming and going. With each out breath, I let go of any tension, any worries, any anxious thoughts. And I allow myself to surrender to the stillness that is available to me right now. Disconnecting with the idea of doing, and just being. Letting go. Taking a deep breath in, a longer breath out. Exhaling, dropping the chin down towards the chest, lengthening the back of your neck. Inhaling, centering the head. When you're ready, on the in-breath, opening the eyes. Just bring your hands in front of you and stretch the body down to release the back muscles. Not relevant how deep you can go, just let go. And then walk your hands back and settle your body for Shavasana. So you come in with your feet apart. You may want to have a padding under the knees or under your head. Arms well away from your body. Draw your chin in and find the stillness, comfort, and stability. As you settle your body, just become aware of the ground beneath you. Sense the heaviness of the body releasing into the ground. Notice the breath coming and going. Notice the chest rising and falling. I let go. I release. Bringing the attention towards your feet. Breathing in into my feet. I relax my feet. I let go of my feet. Breathing into the calf. I relax and let go of my calf. Breathing into the knees. I relax and let go of my knees. Breathing into the thighs. I relax and let go of my thighs. Breathing into my hips. Relax and let go of my hips. My legs and feet are heavy and relaxed. Bring your attention towards your hands. Breathing into your hands. Relax your hands. Let go of your fingers. Breathing into the arms. Relax and let go of the arms. Releasing back of your neck. Top of your shoulders. Whole of your shoulder blades. middle part of your back, the whole of your lower back, the whole of your upper body, heavy and relaxed, heavy and relaxed. Breathing into the belly, relax your belly. Softening the rib cage, your chest. Relax your throat. Your jawline, upper lip, lower lip. Eyelids and the eyes, heavy and relaxed, heavy and relaxed. Letting go completely, physically, mentally, emotionally. I let go. I surrender. Letting go. Letting go. Slowly and gradually bringing the attention to the ground beneath you. Connecting with the sounds around you. Deepen your breathing. Moving your fingers and toes and returning back to here and now. Back to here and now. Through your arms, stretch the arms above the head. Left side, right side. Join your palms, warm them up. Cover your eyes. When you open your eyes, see yourself as you wish to be. Hug your knees into the chest and roll over to one side. And you can stay there a bit longer if you're ready. Come up into sitting. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for the practice. See you next time. Asha.